Every 4 years, you are told this election is the most important of our time. On this program, I have told you if Joe Biden wins, America will be fundamentally changed forever. It is true. I issued the same warning about Barack Obama in 2008 and Hillary Clinton in 2016. So you may be asking, if we keep issuing the same warning, why should you believe us? My answer is simply because it is true and we were right before. Thankfully, President Trump put a stop to Hillary Clinton and her potential damage. The result? We got 3 Supreme Court justices, Amy Coney Barrett, in tonight because of that one victory. And as for Barack Obama, he did fundamentally change America. He destroyed health care as we know it, and he helped give rise to one of the most evil, deadly terror groups ever assembled. That is ISIS. Donald Trump is in the process of turning health care around, and through his leadership, we have all but wiped out ISIS as a ground army. What's frightening now, though, and very different from before, is the fundamental anti-American shift that has already happened inside the Democratic Party. Just 4 years ago, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was still a bartender. Today, the self-described socialist is the party's chief policymaker. Just 4 years ago, no one was talking about socialism in a meaningful way, except for Crazy Bernie, who no one ever took seriously. All that has changed. Half the Democrats' field during the primary supported socialism, including calls to abolish private health insurance. Kamala Harris says, quote, let's eliminate all that. Let's move on, she says. Now, on 60 Minutes last night, she apparently thinks her socialist agenda is funny.
And is that a socialist or progressive perspective?
No. Like, what do you want to know?
Well, I want to give you the opportunity.
Excuse me? She thinks it is all a joke? She can laugh all she wants, but she can't run from herself. Senator Harris was the Senate co-sponsor of AOC's Green New Deal. You know what that calls for? It calls for basic income for everyone, even those, quote, unwilling to work. It calls for free college, a federal jobs guarantee, and the total destruction of our energy industry. Joe Biden is on record backing many of those schemes to destroy the America we love, including defunding the police. And just last night, he openly admitted he's open to a number of separate schemes aimed at transforming the Supreme Court.
If elected, what I will do is I'll put together a national commission bipartisan commission of scholars. I will ask them to, over 180 days, come back to me with recommendations as to how to reform the court system, because it's getting out of whack.
Out of whack? There's nothing out of whack about it. One of those so-called reforms is a plan to pack the courts by changing the rules and adding judges. Socialist judges, by the way, that will pave the road and ultimately open the doors to a socialist America. The Chinese virus proves the Democrats are the Socialist Party of America. If the virus has done anything, it has given us a window into what the Democrats will do with unchecked power. They will control you absolutely. Your every move, when, where, how you go to work, to school, lockdowns, quarantines, no more smiles with a stranger, hugs from a friend. Forget about a friendly handshake. The government owns you now. It controls you. Just look at what New York City has become. A desolate, crime-infested wasteland, all in the name of keeping you safe, while destroying everything you worked for all your life. This apparently is all laughable to Senator Harris. To me, her arrogant cackles are offensive. They are to the president, too.
The only thing almost as bad was Kamala with the laugh. Ha ha, that's so funny. Ha ha ha. She kept laughing. I said, is there something wrong with her, too?
Well, the answer to that question is, of course, yes, there is. You see, the reality is, to Senator Harris, she sees the likes of New York, California, and Democrat-run Michigan as proof the people will obey restrictions on freedom. A Biden presidency will lead to more government bans. After all, bans are the fundamentals to rising socialism up in this country. Remember what Harris said about guns and the most popular rifle in America, the AR-15.
Upon being elected, I will give the United States Congress 100 days to get their act together and have the courage to pass reasonable gun safety laws. And if they fail to do it, then I will take executive action.
Well, that is the definition of a dictator. That's what socialists are. What else does a socialist team of Biden and Harris want to ban? Well, we know about plastic straws, of course. There's fracking and free markets. So yes, this election, more than any other, could fundamentally change America forever. And it is true, up until now, we survived Jimmy Carter and Bill Clinton and Barack Obama. But those past presidents never promised to do what Joe and Kamala are promising now. And they never had an entire party behind them, pushing them further and further to the left in an undisputed quest to destroy the nation that we love so much.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.